What's up, guys? It's me, Jake here, and well, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Well, I haven't made one of these videos in like 6 months. I haven't made one since like maybe October, I think. I'll put like whichever one I made like right here, but like it's been a while. So I decided for my New Year's resolution for YouTube, I was actually gonna start making monthly reading logs because I've kind of just been wanting to make them, but I just haven't been. But yeah, to get started with this video, I'm actually gonna start off with a series I didn't really like much. I'm gonna say Volume 3 of Gagant. Now I don't have Volume 4, but I think I read this at the very beginning of January. And oh my god, this was definitely the best volume of the series, but that does not say much because I also don't like the series at all. I don't really like it too much. It's like a 5 out of 10 for me. I did make a review on it. The review is right here and in the link in the description below. So if you do want to watch that, if you want to see my full opinions on this, go ahead and go watch that because I think I do a pretty good job in saying my opinion about this. So yeah, I definitely suggest going and watching that if you want to know my opinion on it. But yes, let's get on to the next series. The next series has been a big one as of late, and that is Dog Ningen. Now, if you don't know, I've already read the scans of the first like 3 volumes-ish. I'm still going to pick these up physically because I think this series is hilarious. If you like One Punch Man and you have more adult humor, this is where you should go. This is so great. I think this is definitely gives me One Punch Man vibes, but with more adult kind of twist on it. I really do like that, and it's made by an American, so terms like gassed up, built different, and all those kind of terms are in here because it's made by an American, and I think it's amazing. I think this volume also looks quite nice, and finally, I can actually, I've tried recording a review for this. It might go up next week, but you can't really tell unless I turn the light off. It's gray, but yeah, at least it's a little better, but in person, it looks way darker than the video, but definitely highly suggest this. An amazing series by a pretty great storyteller. I mean, the art's not amazing, but I don't really care about the art. The story is very funny and is a great story. So I suggest this for people that aren't more adult humor because it's very good. Now on to the next one, which is something I got a while ago, but I decided to start reading now, and that is Taboo Tattoo. I've made a review on this on my Instagram. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't think it was amazing. I thought the art was very unique, but can really feel weird at times, and the choreography of the fights can really just kind of throw you off at some points. But other than that, I feel like the story is very unique. It's a political kind of battle shonen, and I really do like these, but it's like kind of weird of a political battle shonen. It isn't like your typical political battle shonen. So I really liked it, but I can see how people don't like this too much because it's definitely quite weird. Like, yes, it was good as when I read the first volume, but I can see if I continue this, I could see if it takes a turn that I don't like, how I really despise the series, because I did like this, and I feel like it could easily go like with how I like it because of how kind of thin the line is for how good this can be. And I hear it kind of does take that turn, but I don't know much about it, so I'm going to probably pick up a couple more volumes to see my full-on opinion about this, so keep your eye out for that in my future hauls. But yeah, I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty good, and it also looks nice on the shelf, so I don't know how I'm going to feel about this, but yeah. Now, this is the last series I've only read 1 volume of this month, and I also already made a review on it, and that is Get Backers. Now, the review will be right here and in the description below if you want to go watch that, but I really did like this. It's a more older battle shonen, which I really like those, and I think that this can go really well depending on how it goes, but I feel like I would really enjoy getting the rest of this. But of course, the last few volumes are quite rare, so I definitely want to pick up more, at least at the early on, see if it keeps going where I like. And if it does, I'll probably read it on scans because it's out of print, and the only way I can get it is secondhand, so I can't really do much about that. I got this from Book Off for like $4, or what my mom did, but yeah, I can't really do much because it's out of print, and there's, you know, if it's out of print, I can't really get much unless it's secondhand, so I don't really want to do that, and I'll probably read the scan since I don't want to spend $80 on a volume for like 6 volumes, because volumes like 24 to 28 go from like 40 to $80. Some of them aren't even on eBay, so they can go for like 300 probably, so you never know. You really never know what the prices of the last few volumes of Get Backers can have in English, but I'm going to try to get, if I can get the physicals for a good price, I'll try. If not, what can you do? So yeah, on to the next one. This next one is actually going to be a kind of a reread because I read the scans of this, but I knew I was going to get the physicals at one point because I really liked it. And I didn't read a lot of it, but I read this early on in the month, so yeah. all the first 8 volumes of Bleach, which encompasses the Substitute Soul Reaper arc. I really do like this arc. I know that's kind of a hot take because I like this arc a lot, but I feel like this arc is actually really good. Now, I know I've read and watched the Soul Society before. I know how good it is. I just kind of put this on the back burner because I had other things I wanted to read, and I also kind of, as you'll see in a couple of minutes, kind of went on a binge of a certain mangaka. So, like, I kind of just stopped reading Bleach altogether for this month. I'm probably going to start going back into Bleach next month. I really do enjoy it, but of course, like I said, it's kind of a reread for me, so I don't know if I'm going to take along on this or I'm just going to start binging it again, because once I get to Soul Society, usually I can just binge this series quite easily, because I also rewatched Bleach, like, how long ago? Like, right before I started my channel, like 2 weeks before I started my channel, I binged through all of Bleach in like 2 weeks, a week. So I think I can get through this pretty fast once I get to Soul Society, which I'm at now. So yeah, I don't know if I'm just going to binge through it or not, but I love Bleach. If you haven't checked out Bleach, give it a shot. I mean, if you don't really love the first few volumes, you'll probably not love it, but I definitely suggest getting the first box set if you were to get Bleach, because if you like Soul Society, you're probably going to go and like the Avantgarde arc. You maybe not the 1000 Year Blood War arc, because I do like it, but I'm not going to say everyone will. So yeah, I definitely say get the first box set, see how you feel about the Soul Society arc, because that arc is out of this world. I think the Soul Society arc is one of the best arcs in Battle Shonen, period. So yeah, I definitely suggest you getting into Bleach if you haven't. In my opinion, it's the second best in the big three, right behind One Piece, but it's better than Naruto in my opinion. And yeah, I love Bleach, amazing series to me, and I have nothing else really to say. I think it's up there with my top ones. I think I rated this a 9 on Mal, and to be honest, I think it deserves it. I mean, if you know my Mal, I don't really rate things 10s because I don't see anything really as perfect. So I try to rate them fairly. I only have like 5 10s, and like 2 of them are the same series, just like Act 1, Act 2. And if you don't know, that's Ace of the Diamonds, because I'm a huge Ace of the Diamonds fan. And yeah, I'm going to stop talking about Bleach because I can go on for a while about Bleach. So yeah, let's just continue on to the next series. Actually, when I said that was the last single volume of this video, I was kind of wrong, because I kind of read the single volume on scans, because it's never going to be printed in English, because this volume is older than me. I don't think it had a lot of traction in Japan, and that is Avantgarde Yumiko by Shuzo Oshimi. Now, this one is very funny. It takes a big comedic twist on all Shuzo Oshimi's works, because it is one of his first works, and he was trying to find himself at this point. So he didn't really know what his writing style was like, and he went straight into a comedy very early on in Avantgarde Yumiko, and it was very funny to see how his art definitely wasn't as refined as it is now. It's definitely not as good because it was like 17 to 18 years ago. But seeing how he still has amazing facial expressions, his facial expressions in Avantgarde Yumiko are very great. Like, they're really great. And seeing how he does implements
Next up
those is another
into a
Shuzo
comedy
works. If you can't
was
tell, it's the
amazing.
manga
I
I
very
went on a
much
binge
liked
for.
Avantgarde Yumiko.
And
I thought it was a
Inside
very
Marvel
funny
Volume
series.
1 and
Definitely
2.
would suggest it, but
And
it's
to be
definitely
honest,
more
I really
adult
did enjoy
humor
this. I
kind of
thought it
thing.
took a really
If you
good
don't know,
twist on the
I really like
Freaky
adult
Friday
humor,
kind
or
of
like One
movie
Punch Man
theme.
loves. Like, oh, humor, those are like my
And
2 things I really
little
like.
throwback.
So
I feel
yeah,
like
I'm
that's more
gonna
of a
say
throwback
that
theme, but
very
I
much
felt like it
enjoyed
took a really
Avantgarde
good
Yumiko.
twist on
Definitely
that.
suggest it
I felt
for
like
people
it
going
did
into
really good
like
with what it was trying to do.
adult humor,
And
and it
not
can
everyone
have
loves
some
him,
psychological
Samurai. It's kind of
moments,
like
but it's not like
one of his
all
works that
dark
people don't
psychological throughout the
talk
whole
too much
series. It's
about,
kind of like,
because he also had
yes, it's
made
psychological, but
happy
not
videos
really. So
on
yeah,
his
I definitely suggest Avantgarde Yumiko for anyone looking for dark humor. So yes, let's get on to the next series. Recently. I don't know why. Blood on the tracks, stuff like that. So they kind of leave Inside Mario out of their brain. But to be honest, I really did enjoy it. I think I rated like a 7.5 or an 8, to be honest, because I feel like seeing how this character develops is something that's pretty interesting. And seeing how this guy really, what he does inside this girl's body is pretty interesting, because
he does not know what he should do because he's an introvert and he's talking about trying to keep this girl's social status as where it was and not trying to ruin her life while trying to get back in his own body, which is something I thought was pretty interesting, and I really did enjoy that kind of twist on this. And it just was, I really enjoyed it. I would very highly suggest this, but it's not for everyone. I know, it's not really for everyone. I just really enjoyed it. But yeah, on to the next series since we have a lot more to go. Next up is another Shuzo Oshimi work, and that is Blood on the Tracks, volumes 1, 2, and 3. I'm missing 4. I kind of can't wait for 4, but to be honest, I don't know how I feel about this one, because I think it has potential to become very amazing. But so far from these first 3 volumes, I didn't really enjoy it nearly as much as I liked his other works. Now, I know that some people are really like, whoa, this is his best work, yada, yada, yada. I kind of got this very much overhyped for me, in my opinion. Everyone's telling me it's like goated and it's the next big thing, stuff like that. And I just can't see it right now, but I can see the potential in it. I do like it. I do think it's a very good manga. Just, I don't think it's better than other series Shuzo Oshimi has written, like the next one we'll be talking about. And yeah, I do like how it's kind of very different from what Shuzo Oshimi writes, because it's about overprotective mother and her son, and it's really interesting to see how they interact, and it's kind of like the psychological battle between the two, and it's very kind of interesting, but like, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going to give it quite a few more volumes, because people tell me it ramps up very fast, and it gets very, very good very fast. So, I cannot wait. At the end of volume 1 had me like, what? Like, it got me, I will admit. End of volume 1 did get me, but I do enjoy it. I don't know how much I'm gonna enjoy the rest of it, though. I hope it ramps up like everyone says and gets, like, amazing at, like, volume 4 or 5. I hope that's where it gets amazing, because if I have to wait longer, it's gonna be very, very annoying. But yeah, that's Blood on the Tracks in my opinion. I do enjoy it, but I might make a review on this so you can have more about my opinion in the future. But yeah, on to the next one. Now, this is the second to last series I have on this reading log, and it's probably the longest series so far that I've read. Well, not longest series, but the most amount of volumes in the series I've read this month. And it's also by Shuzo Oshimi. The next one won't be, the last one won't be, but that is Happiness. Now, this is my favorite Shuzo Oshimi work so far, and if you don't know, I already made a review of it. It'll be right here and in the description below if you want to watch that. But Happiness, man, Happiness really hit me. It just felt so amazing reading Happiness. This is probably one of my favorite mangas of all time, to be honest. I felt like it was so unique on this vampire trope that it did its job very, very well. And the symbolism was amazing. The foreshadowing was great. The characters, Yuki is one of my favorite characters of all time. It's just such a well-written series, in my opinion, and I definitely highly suggest this if you're trying to get into Shuzo Oshimi. Pick up Happiness first. I feel like Happiness is a very good starting point for Shuzo Oshimi, and it's definitely one of the ones that you can be like, yes, this is a great manga, and you can recommend it to almost anyone. And if you like Tokyo Ghoul, this is very good. I feel like I like Happiness more than Tokyo Ghoul, though, which is kind of an unpopular opinion. But yeah, Happiness is an amazing series. It's also a very fast read, because if you don't know, Shuzo Oshimi is very art-driven and less word-driven. So like basically all of his works are pretty fast reads, and that's why I could read so much of him this month, is because I can read very fast with his works, because he is very much art-driven. Now, I do take time to appreciate his art. His art is impeccable. I think it's going to be so good at so many times, so yes. I think Happiness has his best art so far from what I've read. So yeah, I cannot wait to read more of his works like Flowers of Evil, finishing up Blood on the Tracks. I might read the scans for Drifting Net Cafe. I have so many more series I have to read of him, and I'm so excited to see how much I enjoy the other series compared to Happiness. So yeah, let's get on the last series. Now, this last one is the one I am currently finishing up, as you can see by the toothpick in it when I show you it. But yeah, I'm probably going to make a review on this soon because I really do enjoy the series, and that's Blue Exorcist Volume 24. I'm about halfway through the volume, and I really like this volume. It's not one of my favorite volumes, but I really like the developments that Yukio
Shima and Rin are taking through this volume, so I really cannot wait to see what else happens in the next coming volumes. I made sure to read this once the next volume is about to come out, so I just want to read these two in quick succession. I think volume 25 is coming out very soon, or it's already out, so I cannot wait to pick that up and start reading that right after I get through this, because I really like Blue Exorcist. The series has been taking a really good turn for the better after volume 8, which is where the anime takes up to, which is very sad how they didn't get to my favorite arc yet, which is the Illuminati arc, which takes place right after where the anime leaves off, which is very annoying, but Blue Exorcist has a really good soft spot in my heart, and I really do enjoy it, and volume 24 is no exception to that. This is a pretty good volume so far, and I cannot wait to read more. But that should be it for my reading log. As you can tell, it was pretty big. Where should I put my hand? Here. It's a pretty big reading reading log, so yeah, read a lot this month. I've been not really too busy this month, but busy at the same time. It's kind of weird. I've been having a lot of tests, but other than that, I've been too busy, and I've been just reading manga for my spare time. So yeah, very much a good month for reading, and I cannot wait to read more next month, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I see you guys next time. Peace!